Jami mamiero kuti kwere school. Kikanen. Apa obino. Kachoke makiteni. Manyore ni miriuna. Ikomlutino. Miriuna. Ilo komponye. Timbe. Mekero. Memar. Ponye. Program matin. Ere. Lokom Teachers Day. Mana tika meto kwanyo. Nongadek. Pe enuni. Ginapile tekena yeni. Inadequate resources. Piti matini. Challenge enini. Piti Agago keken. Entity will do you inadequate resources. Pero matimu kene. Muwe osim elikati kwere. Aye low salary. Leka nebele donki wanyo. Low salary piti Uganda keken. Abere mukene bere kie. Mukena yidare limited time for individual development. Kawaneno, wan lufonye, pe watigi chawa, mikiro kakwana ko, mipiro ko full time in school. Kawan wachero, numir kiminwa, kwan make holiday, aye. Dapene enone, affecting some schools sometimes, especially kano duponyetika temo school practice inoni uwe school gimana uponye merunyoni mochera wakati school practice. So that is also a problem. Manotika tema affecting. Donc, you know we are tikilok enemy. Me we koneno ni vital roles of teachers are improved. And one of the roles is nurturing creativity in our learners. Nurturing creativities in our learners. One reflecting are we nurturing creativity in the learners that we do teach? Let's check ourselves there. Another one is critical thinking. Critical thinking is a life skill. And when we are scheming, we normally think about life skills. And since it is here, do we look at that when we are doing our scheming? To make it worse, when we reach schools, sometimes we don't see schemes of work of teachers. So how do you now have that critical thinking planned for and taught to our learners? Another one is social responsibility. Social responsibility. I better manage the town. No looking what take a water water. I tell you, looking mogo or become lock mogo mayin pay the being. Social responsibility, we can also teach it in school. How do we do it? During group discussion, so that they get that responsibility of caring for their individual groups that they are in. Oye, Monero, Apenyo, Loka, Mapirete, Mamiti, Mdakwere, Tini, and Eno. That one is for you teachers. Now for other stakeholders, it is my humble request. It is my humble request, if you are to support our teachers, to do what you can to make sure that we support our teachers to do their roles properly. And to that effect, I just want to go straight away to the challenges we normally do have at the district level. In Agago district local government, we have inadequate substantively appointed teachers. And I want to still repeat that we don't have adequate substantively appointed teachers. Head teachers for both primary and secondary, they are not enough. Deputy head teachers, they are not enough. Senior education assistant, not adequate. Education assistant too, not enough. You know, when these people are all there, they play different roles. Like deputy head teachers or senior education assistant, they can support the head teachers to give support supervision to other teachers. It makes them keep on developing professionally. In secondary schools, we don't have adequate education officers, science, education officer, arts, assistant education officer, science, assistant education officer, arts. They are not adequate at all. And if that is the case, you can see the gap. How can they play the roles I have talked about adequately or perfectly? Another challenge is failure of parents to play their roles. And that's why I was saying parents. I thought they were going to be here, but they are not there. They don't send the children to school. No, pero aquí veo tu matua. Kala puedo mío, yo allí mucho. Kama mío yo yepe. Mukele de rayeni. Diachama. School feeding program. It is government policy, but we are not willing to contribute towards that. Lunyoro, otima kicha, ochwalo tieno. Upon libere, begin my grandma chamane school. Karatino wati beri gangwan, chaku biku au tieno. Another challenge that I want to say, our guest of honor, is that we don't have primary schools in all the parishes according to the government policy. The following don't have primary schools: Pampara, Agago Central, Oret, Alupere, Otek, Ala, Adilam Central, Akomo, Logi, Town Ward, Talon, Lubanya, Panyagon. Allow me to say something here. In Panagol, for example, it has even the community school with a very good structure. The only challenge is just holding that. And we shall have a primary school, which is according to government policy. Lai, Buddha, Yegwe, Abone, Danka, La Piliette, La Pera. We follow those who don't have primary schools. Another challenge is we also don't have secondary schools in some sub-counties. According to the government policy, we are supposed to have secondary schools in all sub-counties or town councils. I am pleased and happy to say that government has given us 5 seats secondary schools that the construction is going on, which is very good. But still, we have some sub-counties without secondary school. One, Ajali Parabon. Puye, Irakato, Parimon, Adilang, La Perebon, Geragere, Agago, Lira Palor, Arum, Paton, War. If an opportunity comes, I will think of Arum first. I don't know why. I see Arum is a very big sub-county with a number of schools. That's why I'm saying that. Honorable Minister, yes, another challenge is inadequate staff at the district level. District headquarters inadequate. We don't have enough school inspectors of schools. There is only one school inspector inspector of schools. And yet, the government policy is saying that 40 schools should be per inspector. And yet we have 120 schools. What are we going to do? What do you expect? If we had adequate number of inspectors of school, it would also create competition among these inspectors of school to say that my school should perform well. I want to beat you with performance. They will compete among themselves and they can perform well. Another one is sport officer. We don't have. We have been having one, but that one has crossed to central government. Although it's trying to give us support, but we don't now look at him as somebody who is within the district. So we need also sport officer, special needs officer. Special need is now being given government grant, and if we have many, we get more grants. If they are not there, we don't get. So it is better we get an officer who can move around to identify special needs so that more grant is given to us.